If I told you your fingernails could warn you about a stroke before it happens, would you believe me? Most people never think to look at their nails. We pay attention to blood pressure, dizziness, headaches, but the nails, they seem harmless. But here's the truth that almost nobody talks about. Your nails are tiny windows into your bloodstream. They show early signs of poor circulation, oxygen problems, and vascular stress, the same problems that often lead to strokes. And for seniors, these signs can appear weeks or even months before a major event. Today, I want to walk you through 5 nail changes that may reveal a stroke risk long before the stroke ever happens. Let's talk openly, like we always do. Your nails depend on smooth, strong blood flow. They grow from a tiny root called the nail matrix, which needs oxygen, nutrients, and healthy arteries to function. The moment blood flow weakens, even a little, your nails begin to change. They lose color, they form ridges, they thicken, curl, or turn brittle. These changes are not just cosmetic, they often reflect the same conditions happening in your brain's blood vessels. While the nails won't tell you everything, they can give you early warning signs that something is not right with your circulation. One of the biggest warning signs is when your nails turn pale or unusually white. This means the blood vessels under the nail aren't delivering enough oxygen. When the nails lose their healthy pink tone, it often mirrors blood flow issues happening deeper inside the body, including the arteries feeding the brain. Many seniors ignore this sign, assuming it's age, but pale nails can be one of the earliest hints that the brain may not be receiving ideal circulation. A third sign that often goes unnoticed is the appearance of dark vertical lines under the nails. These thin, splinter-like streaks can indicate tiny clots or damage to the blood vessels. If your nails show these lines and you didn't injure them, your body may be trying to tell you that your blood vessels are under stress. These little streaks may seem harmless, but they can sometimes reflect clotting issues that increase stroke risk. Another warning sign is nails that suddenly become bluish or purplish. This happens when oxygen levels drop in the bloodstream. And here's the important part. Low oxygen is one of the strongest predictors of stroke risk. If you notice your nails turning blue, especially during rest or mild activity, it means your blood isn't carrying enough oxygen to your fingertips or your brain. You may not feel short of breath, but your nails can reveal what your body isn't saying out loud. Another change is when the nails develop deep ridges going from top to bottom. A few ridges with age are normal, but deep, uneven ridges appearing suddenly can mean the nail matrix isn't receiving enough blood. And if the fingertips are losing blood flow, the brain may not be getting ideal circulation either. Ridges can appear weeks before seniors start experiencing dizziness or confusion. The fifth warning sign is slow nail growth. Nails normally grow steadily, but when they slow down drastically, it's a sign of chronic poor circulation. Slow growth reflects long-term oxygen problems, thickened blood, or weak arteries, all of which are known stroke risks. Most people don't track their nail growth. But the moment you notice the nails growing weaker, thinner, or slower, it's time to pay attention to what's happening internally. If this opened your eyes or helped you understand your body in a new way, stay connected with me. I share simple, science-backed tips every week so seniors can protect their health naturally before problems begin. Your body always whispers before it shouts. Let's learn to listen together. Your nails are small, but they reflect big things happening inside your body. They show whether your blood is flowing well, whether your heart is pumping strongly, and whether your brain is receiving the oxygen it needs. Don't ignore these signs. They're your body's early warning system. And the earlier you catch circulation problems, the faster you can protect your brain, your heart, and your life. When nails begin turning pale or unusually white, it's easy to ignore the change or assume it's just part of aging. But pale nails are actually one of the body's earliest ways of whispering that blood flow is not reaching the fingertips the way it should. The nails normally have a soft pink tone because tiny blood vessels sit right beneath them. When those vessels aren't delivering enough blood or oxygen, that natural color fades. What many people don't realize is that the same reduced circulation affecting the nails may also be happening inside the brain's blood vessels. That's why pale nails matter. They don't just tell you what's happening on the outside, they give you clues about what may be happening deep inside the body. Poor circulation in seniors often develops slowly, so the warning signs are subtle. The fingertips are one of the first areas to show changes because they're farthest from the heart. If the heart isn't pumping strongly, if the arteries are narrowing, or if the blood is getting thicker, the fingers immediately reflect that shift. As blood flow decreases, the pink color fades and the nails begin to look washed out, almost like the color has been drained from them. When this happens consistently, especially without cold weather or pressure on the fingers, it signals that the body may not be delivering oxygen effectively, and oxygen delivery is one of the earliest systems impacted before a stroke. Inside the brain, blood vessels work tirelessly to carry oxygen every second. When circulation weakens in the fingertips, it can mean that the overall vascular system isn't pushing blood as efficiently. For seniors, this becomes a bigger concern because the arteries stiffen naturally with age. If you combine stiff arteries with pale nails, it suggests the body may be struggling to maintain strong, continuous blood flow. Stroke often develops when parts of the brain go too long without enough oxygen or when weakened vessels struggle under pressure. Pale nails might be showing the same kind of early stress that the brain's vessels are also experiencing. Another important detail is how quickly the nails lose color. If the nails suddenly become pale within a few weeks, it can reflect a faster decline in circulation, which is even more important to pay attention to. Many seniors notice their nails becoming dull or lifeless and assume it's because they're not eating enough nutrients. While nutrition matters, circulation plays a bigger role. The nail root, called the matrix, depends entirely on oxygen-rich blood. Without it, the nail loses strength, color, and vibrancy. When this happens repeatedly, it's a sign that something deeper is affecting the vascular system. Many seniors also experience pale nails along with cold hands, fatigue, dizziness, or slower nail growth. These clues together paint a picture of reduced blood flow that shouldn't be ignored. The nails don't change overnight for no reason. They respond directly to the quality of the blood circulating beneath them. When that circulation weakens, the nails fade, and the body is asking you to notice. Pale nails can also appear when the blood isn't carrying enough oxygen, even if circulation itself is normal. Conditions like anemia, weak lungs, low hemoglobin, or poor heart function can all cause oxygen levels to drop. This is important because low oxygen is strongly linked to stroke risk. The brain becomes more vulnerable when it doesn't receive enough oxygen to maintain healthy tissue function. The fingertips show this drop before the brain sends any symptom. In that sense, pale nails act like an early alert system, telling you that the bulb may not be transporting oxygen the way it should. There are many reasons oxygen levels drop as we age. The lungs may not expand as efficiently. The heart may not pump as strongly. The blood may not circulate fast enough. The arteries may become narrower. Each of these problems reduces oxygen delivery. And because seniors often move less during the day, oxygen levels naturally dip even further. The nails act like a messenger, showing you what the blood is carrying or not carrying. When oxygen is low, the blood turns darker, and the nails show this darkness as a blue or purple tint. Sometimes the change is slight and comes and goes. Other times it is more persistent. Either way, it is a signal worth paying attention to. Oxygen travels through your bloodstream like fuel through a pipeline. The moment the supply weakens, the farthest points of the pipeline, like your fingertips and nails, show it first. When the nails turn blue, it means the blood passing underneath them isn't fully oxygenated. This is called cyanosis, and while people often think it's harmless or temporary, it can be an early sign of something deeper going on. The same low oxygen blood that reaches your fingertips is the same blood that moves toward your brain. If the nails are blue, imagine what the brain is receiving. If your brain doesn't receive enough oxygen for long enough, the blood vessels inside it become stressed, the tissues become weaker, and your stroke risk slowly increases without obvious symptoms. When nails begin turning bluish or purplish, it is one of the clearest signs that the blood isn't carrying enough oxygen. Many seniors notice this color change when they're sitting, resting, or even doing simple activities like folding laundry or walking to the kitchen. They might rub their hands or breathe a little deeper, thinking it's just the cold or poor circulation in the fingers. But blue or purple nails are not just a cosmetic change. They are the body's way of saying something is interfering with oxygen flow, and oxygen is the #1 requirement your brain needs to avoid a stroke. When the nails lose their natural pink tone and shift toward blue, it means the blood traveling through your body has less oxygen than it should. And when oxygen levels drop, your brain is one of the first organs to suffer.